live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri. It's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Hey, good morning, friends and family and everyone out there in internet land. Welcome to Wake Up with Greg. Happy Monday. Once again, we've got a temporary set movement here. It's going to be different pretty much every day until we get things settled in. I just realized I don't have my stream up on my computer here so I can see your chatting. There it is. There we got it. All right, 1 second here, folks. Get to that so that I can participate in here with you. Yay! Now we're good. So happy Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had an amazing weekend, and I'll be telling you more about it here throughout the show. But today, I mean, man, stormy weather here. Nice thunderstorms, lightning, the whole works this morning. So, but it should be clearing up by about now. So it's going to be turning out to a nice day. So it's the holidays. It's fall. It's late fall. I guess. What does the official first day of winter? Is that December 22nd, 23rd, somewhere around there? So we got one more week of fall, and then we're in winter, and then it's because winter is coming. You know what they say? Winter is coming. We got that going on, and then of course we've got the wonderful Christmas holiday, or any of the other holidays y'all celebrate, Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or whatever else is out there. But I wish you all a happy holidays. So get some time off, get some relaxation, have some time with family, and good food, good fun, and all that good stuff. What do we got going on here coming up? Well, Friday, if you missed it, you can still tune into our YouTube channel and check out Friday's show. It was our 200th episode of Wake Up with Greg. So I was really excited. We had a great time with my brothers, Jordan and Alec, hanging out with me on the couch and eating some breakfast charcuterie and having a really good time. So if you missed it, check it out. It's still on there. You can look at it and watch it. It was a lot of fun. Coming up 1 week from yesterday, actually, this next Sunday, the 22nd of December, Sunday evening, 7 p.m., we are having our first ever and hopefully first annual Palin Family Christmas. It'll be 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook for sure, maybe concurrently on YouTube, don't know that yet, but make sure that you are on our Facebook page and checking out Palin Music Center on Facebook so that you can watch that show. We got lots of fun music and other stuff that we'll be sharing with you for the Christmas holiday. So please join us 7 p.m. Sunday, December 22nd. Hope to see you there. And then, of course, we got the holidays, about the next big thing. We just had the 200th episode, so the next big milestone would be, I guess, 250. So that'll be sometime next year, depending upon how we reformat this show for the coming year. We got new things in store for this as well. So a lot of the same content, but a lot of new stuff as well. We'll be, I believe we'll be adding some interviews with folks, vendors, and who knows what else, but should be a lot of fun with that as well. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a trio of flutes for you today. I was going to do Flute Your Flute Friday, but I kind of changed that out. So I figured, what the heck, Flute Your Flute Monday. Why not? So I got a few flutes to share with you today. And for those of you new to the show, we share instruments on here every day. These are instruments available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or on our Reverb page at reverb.com or by giving us a call at 417-882-7006. And, we can chat about it and get you hooked up with a new Christmas gift for yourself or a loved one or, just somebody in need of a new instrument for Christmas. So happy to be here to do that for you. And then, of course, we talk about music and films, art, literature, travel, food, whatever's on my mind for the day is what we'll talk about. I've got kind of an art kick for you today, and it has to do with my weekend, so I will be sharing that with you here shortly. It's not going to translate the way I want it to. I mean, you just can't the grand scale of what I saw this weekend is not going to translate on this tiny little screen, but I'm going to do my best. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, to make you aware of just an amazing opportunity that you can check out down in Bentonville, Arkansas. So, well, that's I think all the news that's fit to print. Just remind you to like, share, subscribe, comment. We've got the live chat going on, of course. Leave your questions, leave your questions, ask your comments. Strike that, reverse it, and move on. Leave your comments, ask your questions. Let me know where in the world you are watching from. We are here in Springfield, Missouri, so would love to know where you are. It's a Monday morning, so maybe people are still kind of waking up and getting going for their week. So if you're not with us, I understand, but get out there, wake up with Greg. Come on, let's have a good morning. Best way for us to interact and have some fun. So there we go. That is the news. Why don't we just dive right in and say good morning to Jordan? Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Good. You have a good weekend?
Yeah, I did. It was nice.
Did you go anywhere and do anything? Didn't you have like a early family Christmas
Yep, in Branson.
in Branson? Okay.
So
That with your wife's family?
Mhm.
I can't speak probably.
yeah, we got one of those houses that they have like the big groups of houses just kind of on the lake.
Yeah.
We stayed at one of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. 2 Christmases or 3, depending. Well, that's awesome. Glad you had a great weekend doing that.
Yeah.
We had a good weekend. Like I said, I'm going to talk about it here in a little bit. Kind of celebrating my wife's birthday. Her birthday was last Tuesday, but we kind of extended it for a full week and
Mhm.
went down to Bentonville and did a little antiquing, did a little eating, got some great Mexican food down there. Love great Mexican. It's nice to know, being a California boy, that we can actually find good Mexican food out here in the Ozarks as well. So, especially down in Arkansas, it's here in Missouri, especially like where we live in the Springfield area.
Not the best.
Mexican food is a bit of a challenge to find the good stuff, but down in Arkansas, there's a lot of great Mexican food down there. So get on down there, get yourself some salsa and some tacos and
Nice.
all that good stuff.
What's your favorite one down there?
Well, we went to Chuy's,
Oh,
which is a national chain, but
yeah.
it's a really good national chain. Their salsa is really fresh and it's really spicy and delightful. And their dishes are great. I had what did I have? I'm trying to remember. I know my wife had chili rellenos, and I had shrimp tacos. I had both a grilled shrimp taco and a fried shrimp taco.
Okay.
So as far as the shrimp that was in the taco, the taco itself wasn't fried, but the shrimp was. And oof, and with man, it's just so good. It was so good. All right. But there's a lot of other ones. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones we've been to down there. But anyway, just get down there,
Cool.
try some Mexican food. And then, of course, we went to Crystal Bridges and did all that. So, and we'll be talking about that more here in a minute. I feel like I'm slouching here on this couch.
And
Every new set situation is
just because the table's so big.
it's because the table's so low. I need one of those coffee tables that you can just lift it up. Just, hey, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of like a very desk. You can raise it and stand or sit down and work, whatever you want to do.
Well,
The doors are rattling over here. Well,
you want to get into the show?
let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Why don't you tell us about your shirt and watch? I'm going to go make sure this door's closed.
Make sure it's safe for us. Nobody's breaking in. The shirt. This is the thumbnail shirt for the Wake Up with Greg show. This is a Daniel Cremieux, full of bright oranges and reds and greens and blues and all that fun stuff. I don't know how easily you can see the pattern. We'll get up on there. You can see the fun patterns on there. Lots of flowers and paisleys and all kinds of fun stuff. So Daniel Cremieux, check him out. Available here, available here at Dillard's, available elsewhere. I don't know. I'm sure all across the country you can find them. And then the watch. This is my Timex Marlin, my vintage Timex Marlin. It's a vintage looking watch. It's not an actually vintage watch. It's retro inspired, I guess. It's got the green dial with the gold numbers and indices, little alligator style strap. It's a mechanical watch, so you got to wind it up, kind of old school, which I love. So that's the shirt, that's the watch. Why don't we dive into some of these flutes so we can flute your flute on Monday. Got all kinds of fuzzies all over these gloves. I don't know what happened to our sign this morning, guys. You know, we usually have the dancing sign in the morning to announce the show, Wake Up with Greg, but it has gone missing over the weekend. Hopefully we'll find it between now and tomorrow to share that with you. But let's dig into some flutes. First item up for grabs, we have a Selmer professional grade flute. This is the Selmer SFL for Selmer flute. 611 BOF, or just, is it just BO? I can't remember. 611 BO. All right. Traditional style, padded exterior case cover. And then we have the lovely plush interior on this. And then we have the traditional French style case, if I can get that off there. Traditional wood hard case. And then on the inside here, we have a beautiful flute. Let's put this together for you and show you what we got. The 611 is their professional model. They have two models of flutes from Selmer, the 611 and the 511. Features basically the same. The only real primary difference between the two is the 611 has the sterling silver head, body, and foot, whereas the 511 just has the sterling silver head. But this has all of the other features that you want on a nice quality. I would call this an entry-level pro flute. So great for your advancing high school or college player, something that will certainly take you beyond college. But you know, once you get into that upper level of playing, you'll probably want something a little bit higher grade than this. Not that this is not high grade. This is a good quality flute. But this is made kind of concurrently. This is Selmer USA. The instrument is actually manufactured in Selmer's factories in China. And then I believe it's assembled and fine-tuned and regulated here in the States before it's sent out to you. But features-wise, as I stated, we've got the solid sterling silver head joint, solid sterling silver body, and sterling silver foot joint. We have the extended B foot here for the extended range. We have the French open hole style keys, making it very versatile and functional. So you can do alternate fingerings, you can have better intonation, all of that. And then you've got the French pointed key arms on all of your closed keys anyway, which gives you a really solid, stable regulation and setup on the flute. It also looks cool. And then we have the offset G mechanism here. So the keys, the layout of the keys, you get them one of two ways. You can either get in line where all of the keys are in a perfectly straight line here, or you get them in the offset where that G key is pushed down a little bit like that. I'm gonna get that a little closer so you can see it. And it's just makes it a bit more comfortable, especially for people with smaller hands. That offset G makes it just more comfortable to play. Now, again, there are teachers and players alike that have their preferences one way or the other. But ultimately, what it comes down to is the player and what is most comfortable for you, what you're able to perform at your peak level with. So there it is. That is the Selmer SFL 611 BO for B foot open hole. And then we got the offset G there. So that is live on the website right now on special on the website, palinmusic.com. Or you can give us a call, 417-882-7006, or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com. If you don't know what reverb.com is, you should check it out. It is we sell a lot of stuff on that site. It is primarily a site for, it's mostly used musical gear, but there's a lot of new stuff on there as well. But it's entirely music focused. So it's a source where individuals can sell their own gear online. It's not an auction site like eBay. It's just straight up purchasing, but it is 100% music gear only. So it's kind of cool. But aside from that, you can just give me a call. We can chat about it and drink some coffee together in the process. Man, I feel like I need some breakfast charcuterie to go with
Oh, I know.
some coffee today.
We need that every day.
Yeah, what did I I don't know how many of those I ate. It was at least 6, may have been 8, may have been more. I don't know. But that
Did you take them with you and finish them?
no, I shared them with the guys.
Oh, nice.
I figured that I'd spread the love around.
That's
I
good.
could have taken them and finished them, and then I would have just been miserable for the rest of the day. All right, what's next, Sir Jordan?
Yeah. Can you please recommend some music to us?
Recommend music. Yep. So 'tis the season. I'm sticking with the holiday themed music, and I got to go back to one of my all time favorites. He's got, I think, 3 or maybe even 4 Christmas albums out now. Um, why does he keep releasing Christmas music? Because he gets paid to do so. I don't know. But my favorite guy, my man, my brother, my friend, Harry Connick Jr. is who we're talking about here today. That screen is really far away. There he is. This is from his first Christmas album called When My Heart Finds Christmas. The song in particular, and I think it's an original of his. I'd have to dig into that a little bit more to flesh that out. But he said, "It must have been old Santa Claus," is the song. Story of a young man just the night before Christmas. He's hearing some noise outside, and he ends up getting to take a ride with Santa in his sleigh and go help to deliver toys, and just has a great time. But it's just a fun, classic New Orleans style Harry Connick jazz piano romp, which is just so much fun. And this whole album is great. There's a lot of good stuff on here, so I definitely recommend checking that out. Again, the album is it's Harry Connick Jr. When My Heart Finds Christmas, and the particular song I'm sharing with you today is "It Must Have Been Old Santa Claus." So that's the song. I will add that to the Wake Up with Greg playlist on Spotify for you all, so you can check that out on Spotify, my public playlist. You can listen to all 221 songs that are on there. I'll have to look at that and see where we're at time-wise, but I think that's getting close to 15 hours or more of music on there. So, man, you can just listen to it all week long, right? One last time, Harry Connick Jr., When My Heart Finds Christmas, the song "It Must Have Been Old Santa Claus." Check it out. Give it a listen. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to know what you think, because it is cool. All right. That's my song choice for the day.
Cool.
Anybody out there on the chat this morning? Let's see. Vincent is here. Montclair is here. Max is here. Good morning to you all. We had a really active chat last week, Thursday and Friday. We're both pretty active, so excited about that.
Yeah.
Mondays are usually a little quiet. I know everybody's starting their week. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet, so but happy to have you all here anyway. So let's what's next? Flute? Another flute, right? Flute. We'll rotate these out, get on to the next one here. It's funny with flutes because they just look so similar across the board here. So you may not realize what flute you're looking at if you're just kind of glancing through the show, but this is the DeJow flute. This is the model DZ701 BOF, and comes again very nice exterior case cover that is padded and plush lined on the inside. This has the black plush lining as opposed to the white fleece lining like you see in the Selmer bag. But these all also, by the way, come as outfits with the polish cloths and cleaning swabs and your tuning rods and all of that good stuff. Warranty info, like everything you want. French style case, really smooth. Man, that's it's kind of nice feel. I don't think it's suppose it could be real leather. I don't know, but it feels very leather-like. And then here we have, look in there, right there in the case. I got to put my gloves on. I just realized I didn't have them on yet. So specifications-wise on this guy, pretty much identical to the last flute. The only difference being the pointed key arms. This one does not have the pointed key arms. But this is a, whoa, comes with a wood, hand-carved wooden tuning cleaning rod there, which is really cool. Looks like it's made out of maple, maybe, or hickory, or something like that. DeJow is a specialty flute company. That's all they make, flutes, piccolos. And I love a company like that that has the focus to just make, one type of instrument and do it really, really well. And DeJow makes flutes of every level, from the student grade to the high-end custom, solid gold professional flutes. So, but this one here is the DeJow model DZ701. We have all sterling silver head joint, sterling silver body, sterling silver foot joint. We have the extended B foot joint there. We have the French open hole design. This one has the plugs in it, and I've talked about the plugs before. You can put those plugs in there, little rubber or synthetic or sometimes cork plugs, to seal the hole at the beginning until you get used to playing the flute with the open holes. And then you can take the plugs out one at a time, or, some people just say, just throw the plugs away and figure it out right from the get-go. But sometimes it takes a little bit of an adjustment, especially if you've been playing a closed hole flute for quite some time. So, all right, so B-foot, open hole, sterling silver all the way through. And then this one has the offset G as well. You can see that there with that stepped down key mechanism. Neither of these have the split E mechanism, I don't think. I didn't see it on either of them. Some flutes you can get with a split E mechanism, and the reason for that is there's it's kind of a inherent issue with flutes that the E note sometimes is difficult to play in tune. And that split E mechanism can assist in that. But again, it's also a personal preference, and a lot of people don't find it necessary. So anyway, here we have the DeJow DZ701 professional grade flute live on the website right now at palinmusic.com, or give me a call, 417-882-7006, or check out our webpage at reverb.com. Like I said, this one has just the traditional Y arms, which is the way the pad cup is attached to the rod, which the French pointed arms have that point that comes across the top of the pad cup, whereas the Y arm is just attached right at the back of the pad cup. So again, it's not, one design is not necessarily better than the other. It's just a matter of preference, and it's also a cosmetic thing as well. So there you go. That's the DeJow flute. That's flute number 2. You can check that out. Take one of these home with you today, or 2 of them, or 5 of them, however many you feel you need. We've got enough to satisfy all of you out there, I'm sure. So we can make it a merry DeJow flute Christmas, or whatever holiday you want to celebrate. All right. What do we got next, Mr. Jordan?
Can you show us something cool?
Show you something cool. All right. So this is where I talk about my weekend.
All right.
All right. My wife and I are members of the Crystal Bridges American Art Museum down in Bentonville, Arkansas. And if you've never been down there and you're a fan of art, you are missing out, because it is an absolutely amazing facility. Opened in 2006, I think. Designed by one of the legendary architects, Moshe Safdie. And they are currently in an expansion project. They're pretty much doubling the size of the museum with additional, that whole town of Bentonville, by the way, is like doubling and tripling in size daily, it seems. If you ever go down there and just see, there's construction everywhere. Just buildings going up all over the place. Of course, now, Bentonville, it is the headquarters of Walmart, so that's where the money is coming from. But the art museum is run by Mrs. Walton, I think, of the Walmart family. It's kind of her pet project. But every year they do this thing. Of course, the interior exhibit we saw was called Knowing the West, which was really amazing. Western art from native peoples, tribes throughout the country. creating pottery and weaving and all sorts of different art pieces that were really beautiful, blankets and all kinds of different things. And it kind of makes you think about how the West is portrayed in the world today, and the stereotypes that have come along with it, and the all of the tragedy that has gone on with how a lot of these people were just wiped out and taken over by the country. We don't need to get into the politics of all that, but anyway, the exhibit was amazing. But the even more amazing exhibit, after I drink my coffee, is what they call the North Forest Lights. So the museum is kind of set in the forest, this foresty area of Arkansas, and every year they have an artist or artist collective that does a visual interactive light and sound display all throughout the forest. This year's show is called Time Loop, and I'll show you that here. If I can, and again, these photos aren't going to translate on the screen here, but Time Loop, that's what it looks like. It kind of gives you the map. There's like 6 or 7 or 8 little different stations throughout the forest that have these different presentations. And this particular one was all about time and kind of like time travel and whatnot. The first station that you come up is that you're just looking at this forest, and then the whole forest comes alive with lights and sounds all over the place. And it's done with projection and computer design and different things. But I don't know how they accomplish it. But to give you an example, here's a particular. I'm gonna stand up so I can get close to the screen there so you can see that. This is all done with light, and it's like it opens like this portal into another world there. I mean, it's just so cool. There's a triangular portal there. It's an all immersive deal that is just amazing. The second section was called the life cycle, I believe, and they had these three pieces. Looks like we only got pictures of the first 2. The first piece represents a seed, the second piece represents a fruit, and then the third piece represents a fungus. And then it's got basically this whole kind of life cycle thing projected on it. And so here's kind of an example. Again, it's not going to translate on this screen here, but every station for the life cycle, it's like a 5-minute, in a sense, a film that you're watching projected onto this object with the sound and music that goes along with it. And it's just mesmerizing. Here's the fungus portion of the piece there, and the colors change and shift. Is that a video? Yeah, so you can there's kind of a video. I don't know if it's gonna work. I actually don't have the audio turned on because I don't want to get in trouble with any. So you can see the different colors and things there. And then of course, throughout the forest you also have many art installations. One of the great ones by Dale Chihuly, this gigantic sun-like glass sculpture that's out there. Just amazing. Here's another time portal, I think is what this one was called, where these lights work together in synchronous shape. And you can see it from this angle and it looks like a portal, but when you go around it, the whole thing kind of fractures, and maybe it's called time fracture. I can't remember. Yeah, here's a kind of the video example. I don't know if, again, this isn't going to translate, but you can just see the scope and scale of this is just stunning. And then, of course, there's me and my beautiful wife hanging out there outside. The weather was perfect. There was a full moon outside. And then, they finish it off with this kind of river of light flowing down this ravine. I can't say enough to describe it in a way that's going to make it translate over here. But let me just say, if you get the opportunity, it usually runs, I think, I don't know if it's like starts in September or October, but it goes basically through the fall and into January. So I think it's going to be ending, in the next couple of weeks in January. But if you ever get the opportunity to see it, you need to go down there and see it because it is an immersive experience that is just a delight. This is the third one that they've done, and we've seen all three of them. But I already can't wait for next year to see if sometimes they'll repeat it, twice before they bring out a new one. But I can't imagine the work involved in creating this kind of a presentation, this performance art, if you will. I don't know, but it's really, really, really amazing. I'm getting all choked up here trying to talk about it. So Bentonville, Arkansas, Crystal Bridges American Art Museum. Get down there, check it out, and then just hang out on the grounds, have some good food. There's a restaurant inside called 11, which has amazing food. One of our favorite places to go, and I highly recommend it. We had an amazing weekend. So get down there and do that. Share some art with the world or with yourself. There you go. All right, that's my cool thing for the day. We got one flute left for you, so let's jump into that. Looks like I'm already being a little bit long-winded today, so we'll try to wrap this up a little bit. Last flute up for grabs. This is a Yamaha 500 series professional grade flute. All solid silver once again. Plush lined interior on the bag. And we will pop that out there. Get the gloves on and show you this last and final flute that is available on our website at palinmusic.com. So this one, 2 features on this one that you have not seen, actually 3 maybe, that you have not seen on the others. So this is exciting. And hopefully you'll see them right off the bat here. But first up, let me set that right there. What do you notice about the head joint there, right? Okay. Solid sterling silver head joint with a 24, is it 24 karat? Pretty sure it's 24 karat. Gold plated lip plate on there. The reason for the gold plating is twofold, maybe threefold. It does add a little bit to the sound color of the flute. It is also hypoallergenic. So if you have allergies to metals, a lot of people have allergies to silver. Gold will not interact with that, so it makes it a lot more comfortable to play. But then it also just has that visual pop of having that little touch of color there that I absolutely love. Everything else on this, features-wise, we have, is it all stone? I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think this might be a plated body and foot because it does not say sterling on the rest of the flute, just on the head joint. So the 500 series, maybe that's what that means there. The 600 I know is all sterling silver, but you do have the open holes. You do have the B foot. You do have the French pointed key arms. So aside from the gold lip plate, the other difference you have is this has the inline G layout of the keys. So you can see everything is in a perfectly straight line there. So that's the inline G versus the offset that I was showing you on the other 2 flutes. Plus, you also have this, I believe this is a C-sharp trill up here, which is an auxiliary key, just an added bonus for you. So this is the Yamaha, specifically the 587, YFL 587 HCT LPGP for lip gold plated. Fantastic professional flute for the advancing college, high school or college player or beyond. A beautiful flute. Yamaha makes extremely high quality instruments that are perfectly intonated and sound amazing. So you can check this out on the website, palinmusic.com. Give us a call, 417-882-7006, or find us on Reverb at reverb.com. So there it is. That's the final flute of the day, the Yamaha YFL 587 with the gold lip plate. All right. Got people peeking in the doors over here, so it looks like it might be time for us to wrap up. but we got a few little bits to finish up with. Jordan, what comes up next here, my friend?
Yes, can you share some wisdom with us?
Some wisdom. Yeah, I've got a short one just in case we were running along on time today. This is from the Russian author Leo Tolstoy. If you are familiar with Tolstoy, famous for his works, his giant tomes, War and Peace, and Anna Karenina are two of his most famous works. And he has this to say about music. He said, music is the shorthand of emotion. Pretty simple thought, but maybe there's more to unpack there. You can just kind of soak that in and ruminate on it, and let me know your thoughts about it tomorrow. Who knows? Music is the shorthand of emotion. So there is my little slice of wisdom for you today. That's the show, guys. It's been a pleasure being here with you this fine Monday morning. We will be here same time every day this week. And then we'll have one show next week, and then I'll be out for the holiday for the rest of next week. So, and then we'll come back for a last flash bang before the new year, and then we'll have a whole new revamped and upgraded show for you coming around the new year. So, thank you guys for watching so much. Happy to have you here. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Remember this: helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.